Hey, you're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. My name is Ann Koenig, and this is the Avenue's Mile of Music coverage. We're talking all things Mile of Music number 9, and today I am joined in studio by Jamie Drake, LA-based singer-songwriter, very busy songwriter. As I was researching you, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
This is, you're making your Mile of Music debut?
This is my Mile of Music debut.
How did you find your way to the Mile of Music?
Well, my agent got me this particular gig, and so I'm really happy to be here and to play for the good people of Wisconsin.
Well, thank you for bringing your music to our town. Over the last decade, you've collaborated with a lot of musicians, a lot of artists.
I have, yeah, and I've been a part of a lot of different projects too.
Talk about a couple of them. So there are certainly some artists that will be familiar to listeners of the Avenue. The Watkins, Michael Jorgensen from Wilco. Yeah.
Sandra Lerke, yes.
You've done a lot of work writing music with them or for others, and then you put out your first solo album or your album as an artist yourself.
So I'm friends with the Watkins, and they've played a lot of the Watkins Family Hour show at Largo in Los Angeles, and I've gotten to collaborate with them there at those shows and everything, and that's where I met Sandra as well. He actually sang on my new album. He's singing on the duet called Joni Tune.
Okay.
And then Michael Jorgensen, I've collaborated with him and Isaac Corin. They have a side project, and we did a cover of Joni Mitchell's River last Christmas or something like that. So a very different version of River you could check out if you're interested. To be completely honest, Anne, I put out my first album in 2009, and I took it down before Everything's Fine came out.
Okay.
Because I thought I was being, I thought it would confuse my fans. I've decided that was kind of an egoic based decision at the time. And I think that people should get to hear that music. So I'll probably re-release that when I decide. But yeah, I started my journey in 2009 making records. And then I met a collaborator and we started making records, and we were in a duo called Nobel, and we put out an EP in 2014. And then I accidentally fell into a Americana trio called Dear Lemon Trees, and we put out an EP in 2017. All the while I was working on this solo album that I put out in 2019 called Everything's Fine, which is we build it as my debut album. Yes, yeah. Because I really wanted to take my time stepping out as who I was as an artist. I wanted to take my time figuring that out and really honing all of that in. And so it felt right to make it appear as though that was my debut.
Well, fun for fans who find you with that to then dig deeper and maybe look at the evolution.
Definitely.
After they've become familiar with you as an artist.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think when I first started, I've been musical my whole life. I've always heard melodies since I was a kid and was writing songs when I was a teenager, when I learned how to play guitar when I was 17. And, I didn't end up pursuing it until I was 29. And the catalyst for that was going through a divorce and realizing I need to be me in the world, and I need to be doing what Jamie Drake needs to be doing. So the gift of that divorce was realizing how important it was for me to really be myself in the world. And hey, I got a life to live here, and there isn't that much time, It gave me a kick in the pants.
I was going to say,
that's for sure.
They can be opportunities for tremendous personal growth, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
I say from experience as well. So I fell in love researching you with your latest release, New Girl. This is what the Mile of Music does so well, is that they introduce new music to listeners. I just want our listeners to be as excited about your music as I am. Would you play something for us?
Yeah, sure.
Reminding you, our Mile of Music coverage on the Avenue is made possible with support from Nicolet Bank. Additional support is provided by Tyme Tours and Bistro. Jamie Drake, why don't you tell us what we're about to hear?
Well, I'm going to play the title track of the record, which is New Girl. I wrote this song one day. It was as if my inner child was remembering all of these different moments in her life. I happened to capture them and channel it into a melody. Some of the lyrics are very childlike in that way. It's called New Girl because when I grew up, I moved quite a bit as a kid. I went to 9 different elementary schools before the 5th grade. So I wanted to write this song that emulated some of the different things that I was thinking in those different movements and how it changed me in a way that was lighthearted.
There you go. Jamie Drake.
Standing out on the bus stop, trying not to feel cold. I'm going into the 1st grade at another new school. I am only 8 years old and I just lost my friends. All the way back in Florida for these Ozark Mountains. I'm always the new girl, I'm always the new girl, I am always the new girl, God help the new girl, new girl. Standing on the playground, looking down at my legs, and I notice the hairy. I'm embarrassed and ashamed. I am only 10 years old and I just lost my dad. We moved away to the country, to a place called Michigan. I'm always the new girl, I'm always the new girl, I am always the new girl. God help the new girl, new girl. I'm all alone in a crowd, that's the way it's always been. It's like I'm trying somehow to never quite fit in. I am only 30 and I just lost my faith. I'm opening like a flower or exposed to the pain. I'm always the new girl, I'm always the new girl, I am always the new girl, God help the new girl, new girl. Banana, banana, banana.
Jamie Drake with New Girl. This Mile of Music profile on 91.1 The Avenue was made possible with support from Nicolet Bank, with additional support from Tyme Tours and Bistro, both supporting partners of The Avenue.